So now we're able to like and unlike a given post, but how do we add comments to it or remove comments? Well, the endpoint for this, the endpoints first to comment on a post, just be API/post/comment, and for uncomment to end that path with uncomment. So to implement this, we'll take a look at our route. Here, just like with like and unlike, we use the same function. We're going to use the function toggle comment, and the logic for this will be somewhat similar to toggle like. So I'll head to our post controller. However, for toggle comment, we don't want to restrict our user to either 0 or 1 comments. They can have multiple comments and can delete multiple comments if they've created several of them. So here we'll say async request and response. From the request body, we're going to grab a comment object, which is going to include the ID of the comment, if a comment's already been created, and if a comment hasn't been created for, it'll have a text property with some text on it, as well as a posted by property set to the current user's ID. Then we'll have the post ID that we want to update with the comment. And here up at the top, we'll initialize a couple of variables. The first one called operator, and the second called data. And we'll use let since we want to assign these later in the function. We'll check to see if the request URL includes the text uncomment. In that case, for making a request to that endpoint, the user wants to uncomment or remove a given comment on a post. So here we'll set the operator that we'll use to pull the comment from the comments array, and the data will be an object where the ID will be set to comment.id. So to remove a comment, all we need to know is its ID. Otherwise, we're going to be adding a comment. So the operator will be push to push onto the array, and the data will be not an object that we have to create, but the entire comment. However, if you want this posted by value that we need to provide to create a comment, if we don't want to have to pass it through to our toggle comment function, but supply it here, we can use an object where we set the text property to comment.text, and posted by will be the current user's ID. Now to actually update our post, we're going to say await post.findOne and update. We're going to find a post according to the post ID that we're getting. Then to conditionally pass in an operator, and to grab the value from this operator variable, we're going to use a set of brackets to dynamically create a property based on the operator value, and then we'll supply to it an object where comments will be set equal to the data for either uncommenting or commenting. And we want the most recent data, the most recent post, so we'll set new to true, and here at the end we'll call populate so that our updated post will have its posted by path, include the user's ID, name, and avatar, and the same for comments.posted by. We want to see the comment author's ID, name, and avatar. So the first argument to this populate method specifies the path, and the second one functions like the select method. And at the end we'll say res.json updated post. So we'll save. Let's try adding a comment. We'll add it to, say, this post with the text hi there. So this will be a put. In the body we'll use raw JSON data. So first we'll specify our post ID. Then we'll have our comment object that we need to create. We haven't added any comments, so we don't have an ID. So on this comment, provide a text value of nice post. And we don't need to provide anything else since we're passing the current user's ID to posted by right here within the controller. So now we'll hit send, And if we take a look at our comments array for this post, see we get an object within it with the text nice post, an ID, a created at field, where posted by is populated with the user that created this new comment. Now in order to uncomment, to remove this comment, we'll change the endpoint. We'll grab the ID of the comment, make sure not to grab the ID of posted by. And here instead of text, we'll just specify the ID. The ID of the comment is the following. We can hit send. And now we have no more comments in that particular post.